Yes, let's go. Throw the hook with the best of them. King Kong beat your chest, should've slept on you. What's next? The check drip dip, run the neck, check hook by the bookfish hook off the deck. ShowBizz. Throw the hook, shouldn't have slept on you. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, dog. All right, man, look who we have here. The undefeated lightweight WBC regular champion, Devin, the Dream, Haney. What's going on with you, brother?
You ain't got to say regular champion because I'm the only champion. At the end of the day, the franchise title is not a champion. So all you got to do is say champion. You ain't got to say regular champion.
Man, let's go. I love that. Hold on. That's how you take ownership. So, hey, look, let's talk about a few things. You want to start with that? Let's talk about that first. All right. Now, you have Teofimo Lopez saying that he's undisputed. You're like, look, I'm the champion. Can you please shed some light on this, Devin Haney? Who is the champion, and why do you say you're the champion?
Well, it's not even a question who's the champion. The WBC already said that the franchise title is not a belt. It's not a championship. It's a title. So if someone else can't win a franchise title, then how can you be a champion in the weight class? I have mandatories. He doesn't. So there's nothing more to say than that.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. We're wondering, hey, look, did Mauricio Suleiman switch up? Did he change the rules here when it comes to the WBC franchise title? First, you hear that it can't be won, and then he won it, and then, he doesn't have mandatories. You have a mandatory, and they ordered your mandatory. Oh, you have two. Who's your mandatories?
My two mandatories was Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna, but now they are scheduled to fight now, or whatever the case may be. Those two are mandated to fight.
Well, yeah. Can you bring clarity on that? Is that a part of like the WBC tournament that they had going on? Like, we're very confused there too. Like, how can Ryan Garcia be your mandatory? And now he's fighting for the WBC interim title that he already earned, and now he's fighting Fortuna for it. Like, how does that happen?
Well, I feel like since he opted out to fight me, they're making him fight again to defend his position. Since he decided that he didn't want to fight me for the world championship, then if you want to keep your title, then you got to fight the next guy in line behind him, and that's Javier Fortuna. So they're making him defend it.
And you know what? Look, man, much love to Fortuna. I mean, Fortuna, he's been getting busy anyway. And I think that was the guy that you should have met up with, which here's another thing. I think there was a time where LINARES was going to fight Fortuna. Are you up to fight LINARES then instead?
Well, it is no instead. I was willing to fight either one of them. It was at a time when I asked, we went to Samson and we went to Javier Fortuna and tried to make the fight happen. They didn't want to make the fight. They petitioned to the WBC to fight they wanted to fight for an interim title. They wanted for an interim belt. They wanted to fight they wanted to fight Jorge Linares. They had petitioned to fight. They didn't want to fight me for the world championship. So that's why it went how it went, and now I'm scheduled to fight Jorge Linares.
Okay, so you are going to fight Linares. Now that's one heck of an opponent that no one should sleep on. That's a huge fight. That's a big fight. I mean, that would be your steepest climb outside of Gamboa.
Yeah, of course, by far.
Okay, now here's the thing that seems to be a bit of a plague, and I know for sure you feel this way, and I know many of your fans feel this way, and I think most boxing fans are pretty skeptical about this. Why is it that we keep hearing the same thing? Hey, you have an opportunity to fight Devin Haney, Lomachenko being one of them, Teofimo Lopez being another one, Ryan Garcia being another one. Say, hey, look, I'm going to fight Tank Davis instead. Hey, Tank Davis didn't even campaign as a lightweight. What's going on? You have all these fighters who are in line. I mean, you're standing directly in front of their faces. What say you about the fact that these guys, none of these warriors, are up to take you on or have some option that they can take instead?
I'm just a boogeyman. They fear me for a reason. They know that I'm the best fighter in the world, and if I was so easy, then they would be begging to fight me. If it was an easy payday or easy fight, then it would be a line around the corner to fight me. But obviously, it's not. And the fans or whatever, the people who never stepped in the ring can say what they want, but the fighters are saying different.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hold on. There is one fighter in particular that said himself to Teddy Atlas that you got the best of them as amateurs. You guys fought multiple times, and that's Ryan Garcia. So he's been in there with you, mixing it up. There's been other guys who actually mix it up with you as far as sparring and stuff. So they've touched you, and they know how difficult a fight you are.
Exactly. What the crazy thing about it is, all the top guys in the lightweight division, I've been in the ring with them, like as far as sparring, except for like probably like Loma or something like that. So they know what I'm capable of. They know what I bring to the table.
Now, hey, look, I want to take responsibility as far as a boxing fan. The reason why I think these fighters are able to avoid you, okay, quote unquote, avoid you. All right. The reason why I think that they're able to is because as fans, we have begun to value undefeated more so than taking the challenge. So these fighters are running around. Hey, look, if we as fans were to grab the bull by the horns and say, hey, look, we're going to give love to those who take on challenges instead of those who just stay undefeated, maybe, just maybe, they'll take the risk.
And that's what's wrong with boxing today. You go to look at the UFC, they fight, they have as many losses as they want, but they still be the top name. They still be, the fans still value them as the best, or they're still making a lot of money. When in boxing, when you lose, everybody writes you off.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what's going on with Lomachenko. And I was thinking, hey, look, man, this is a perfect opportunity. Lomachenko had the pressure on him to take you on, since people think that he ducked you by being elevated to the franchise champion instead of fighting you, who was his mandatory. I'm thinking, hey, look, after losing, you already lost twice. You got enough scratches on your record. You might as well take on Devin the Dream Haney and erase all of that pressure. What say you about that? I mean, I've seen DMs of you guys going back and forth. What the heck, man? Why haven't you guys fought?
Man, I've been on Loma line for about 2 years now, and now that I'm already like, it's already a done deal with me and LINARES. He comes back and now he's talking a lot, but I told him we could do it at the end of April or May, whichever one you want to do. He said, yeah, we reach out to his people. They're not really, they're moving their feet slow. They're not really trying to really make a fight happen. But I'm willing to make that fight happen. Next, if he likes, where if he was to come right now and say, let's make it happen, got a date, let's do it, then of course I would want to make the fight happen. I'm into making the biggest fights happen, and that's all I've been trying to do since the world has seen me. I want to make the biggest fights happen. I want to fight the best.
Now here,
I want to prove to the world that I am the best.
Let's educate the fans a little bit here. I've said time and time again, when I'm asked on my show who's the best lightweight, I put it in two different categories. I say, hey, look, Teofimo Lopez right now, he has majority of the belts. He has the resume. But who is the most skillful lightweight, as far as the most talented and skillful, is Devin the Dream Haney. Now, but here's the thing. Many people say, hey, he didn't knock out Gamboa. Tank Davis knocked out Gamboa. He didn't knock out Santiago before that, which I know, like Roger Mayweather always said, most of you don't know about boxing. I know that you hurt your shoulder against Santiago. I know Gamboa was there to survive. Plus, he's a very experienced fighter, very knowledgeable. But you whitewash Gamboa skillfully more than anybody who ever faced him. How can we get that across? That your performance was great.
And I fought Gamboa with a broken hand. A lot of people don't know my hand was broken when I fought him, which it comes with the territory. You gotta fight through adversity. You gotta fight through stuff like that just to show that you're a true champion. And two, Gamboa, like you said, Gamboa came to survive. He didn't come to win. It's hard to go in there and knock out a fighter that's doing anything to survive. Will hold you. If you look at Gamboa, he's falling all over the ring. He was holding. He was doing everything to survive. But that's why I think that this fight with Jorge LINARES is so important, and it's going to be a great fight because he's coming to win. He's going to bring his all. He's going to go in there, and it's like a do or die type moment for him. So it's either, I think Gamboa had his do or die moments. He had his times where I think his maybe his last fight was with Tank, where it was like a do or die. And after that, he just went into, trying to make money.
Yeah, see, that was a great explanation. I'm not going to hold you too long, but I'm going to say this. Many people like to criticize your power, right? And I said, hey, hold on, Moran. Remember that knockout?
No,
I mean,
you could go back to Moran. That was knockout of the year.
Right.
Abdulaev, I broke his face, his orbital bone. Santiago got dropped. And Gamboa, I fought him with a broken head. But they'll see against Linares.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, look, I'm going to let you go. I know you like you said, you're on your way somewhere. Look, I'm going to let you take care of your business, brother. The last thing I want to say is this. In order to clear all of this up, there's people who are saying many things. You're the real champion. There's people that are saying that you're an email champion. They both coming from both directions. The best way to clear this up is for you to take on Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez said that he literally can't stand you. What say you about Teofimo Lopez? Is this business or is this personal?
It's all business at the end of the day. It's never personal.
My man. Thanks for showing up, Devin the Dream Haney, man. You go do your thing. Take care of your business, man. This was beautiful, man. Thank you so much.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
ShowBizz the dope. I'm out. Huh.